Yep.
All right, so you want to get against the wall. Make sure you line up against the wall. And general rule of thumb here, as far as the setup, you don't want to be too rolled back this way, because now when I bring my leg up, it's going to be too much hip flexor activity and too much QL, low back activity, which we don't want. So when in doubt, roll your hips forward a little more. You should feel your bottom glute touching the wall as well. So when in doubt, roll forward. You'll be able to get bias towards the back side of that glute a little bit easier. So make sure you're lined up like that. Right now I'm a little forward because I was talking, but if you roll your head and shoulders back, you can get everything lined up pretty well. And then we want to have this hip up, turned out just slightly. We should feel the back side of our glute. And you don't want to come too high because, again, you'll hike into your back and or the front of your hip. So it's really just above parallel is usually enough for most people. From there, this first progression, my bottom knee is bent. I'm going to engage my bottom obliques like I'm starting a side bridge. So I'm going to kind of gap up off the floor like so to get those kicking in. That's going to ensure that I stay out of my low back and torso, and I get this hip here engaged instead, my lateral glute. So I got that, got my bottom obliques. And when you're ready for it, keep that all set. Raise your bottom knee up. You'll get those bottom adductors kicking in as well. So you get all these guys together stabilizing your pelvis and your torso. You'll take that, you'll hold it, you'll take your breaths. You should feel expansion on this top side if you have your bottom obliques engaged correctly. And you'll take your breaths. Now, progression from there is when we have both legs straight. Give yourself a longer lever to support, so it makes it a little more challenging. But the concept is the same. Bottom obliques, top leg up on the wall here. I get that glute. Obliques kicking in. I raise the bottom leg up without rolling back, without losing position. You hold and you breathe. Just like so. Go a little slower and steadier, more silent on the breath. I'm just trying to do it to get through the video so you don't have to spend 20 minutes watching me breathe. But work the expansion, full exhalation like always. Top glute, bottom adductor, bottom oblique. There you go.